I want to wish everybody a good morning. I'm making this recording on Thursday morning. It's quiet in the shul. Cleaning for chametz, has largely been completed, and I wanted to take this moment to wish everybody, especially those who will be away for Yantif, a Chag Kasher v'Sameach. It's every now and again. It's good to reflect on whether we are meeting our goals. Every organization, every institution has to have some purpose. Otherwise, why does it exist? And we have 5, and this is what's in our mission statement. And everything that we should do should be geared towards ensuring that we're meeting those goals. And so the first goal that we talk about is Avas Chesed, is making sure that we're immersed in Chesed, and not just to be involved in it, but to love it. And thank God, over the course of the last month, and even before that, through Matanos Savyonim and Maos Chitin, I'm very proud, not proud in the sense of gaiva, but proud in the deepest possible sense, overjoyed. We've been able to raise tens and tens of thousands of dollars for people in our community, for the refugees in Ukraine, raised many thousands of dollars so they could have Pesach. People have lost everything. And indeed, and this is part of our connection to one of our other values, we talk about our connection to the land of Israel. So we raised a significant amount of money, $1,000, to take care of Holocaust survivors in Eretz Israel. You did all of these things. Chesed. Our second value is Amelos Batorah, that we want to be involved in learning Torah. And we had not only, of course, the Shabbos HaGadol Drush and all of our regular Shiurim, but our Daf Yomi continues to go strong every day. I'm coming to you from the place where I finished teaching Daf Yomi a moment ago, and it's good to reflect on what did we do over the last 6 months since our Daf Yomi program began. We learned Rosh Hashanah, and we learned Megillah, and we learned Tainus, and we learned Moed Katan. We learned Chagiga, and we learned the first 35 blot or so of Yevamos. We're accomplishing things in Torah that we've never accomplished before. Amelos Batorah, thank God all of our children's learning programs have taken on new meaning over the course of the last year. Right, we added Motzai Shabbos, special parent-child learning in addition to the learning that goes on with respect to every Shabbos. And so we're meeting our commitments to Amelos Batorah. Number 3, we talk about Avodah Shebalev. We talk about our Tefillah. And thank God our Minyanim, our Hashkama Minyan, and our Sephardic Minyan, and our Ashkenaz Minyan, and our daily Minyanim. And recently, in addition to that, the Shiva Minyanim that we were responsible for. And people answered the call, especially at this busy time of year, and we should redouble our efforts in this regard. But having 3 minyanim a day and making sure that, again, when there are shivas, that those minyanim are taken care of, right? We're doing our responsibility in terms of tefillah, b'tzibur as well. And then, of course, as I noted already, our commitment to Eretz Yisrael and Medinat Yisrael, we took care of. We always have to worry about not just Aniyei Yircha, but Aniyei Eretz Yisrael, those in Israel who have less. And so we took care of them during Maos Chitim, Holocaust survivors in particular, a special category in its own right. And not only that, but immediately following Yantif, we'll have an important event where Dr. Tal Becker, my father, who's involved in APAC, will be involved in an armchair conversation on the 26th to talk about some of the major issues facing the Jewish state going forward that we're also deeply invested in. Dirshu Tzion, we have to be Michal Devaya Drisha amongst those who are constantly Midar Tzion. And then to try to be Mekadesh Shem Shemayim. Just this past week, we had students from Thomas Jefferson, the public school down the block, 99% of whom had never been in a synagogue before. They wanted to come to learn about Judaism. We spoke about Judaism with them, and we spoke about anti-Semitism with them, and spoke about the Shoah with them, and I showed them the Sefer Torah and our Heichal that was rescued from Melnik, Czechoslovakia, and told them about that history, and moved. The children were moved. They came to understand that we share a lot more in common. And many of them come from communities that have also historically suffered from oppression. And so it's good to reflect, and it's very important to take time, especially around these critical times of year, to make sure what is it that we exist for? What is it that we are trying to do? And for us, it's chesed, and it's Torah, and it's tefillah, and it's connecting ourselves to Israel, and it's overarching all of these goals combined in terms of trying to make a Kiddush Hashem in this world. Yisrael Avdi Ata Asher Becha Espa'ar. Then Hashem can say of us that we're a source of pride for Him, as each and every one of you is a great source of pride for myself. Everything that goes on in this community is something of which we should all, as I am, we should all be deeply, deeply proud. Wishing each and every one of you a Chag Kasher V'Sameach.